The hate army troll.
It's the hate army,
bro. The hate army.
Shout out to hate.
Good vibes to the
Shout
hate
out to
army.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out
Shout out to hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out for
Shout
hate.
out for hate.
I received a $6.66 tip from Big Papa Phil. He says, I was tagging this message in chat. I want you to get a public comment on this. You should watch Snake Eyes Grand Finals and his reset for last night's Capcom Pro Tour US West tournament. His Zangief beat a top JP player 3-1, then 3-0. He walked JP down with Geef and crushed him. He had to walk and block parry an inch closer while getting zoned relentlessly. He never jumped too early. He stayed solid. He made his way in slowly while blocking and parrying the zoning. He blew up JP with counter hits, hit confirms into drive, rush combos, and SPDs whenever JP left a gap in his pressure. Obviously, Snake is otherworldly, but his patience with zoning is something you can adopt as well. I've noticed you sometimes get impatient with zoning. You make mistakes like jumping when the opponent is waiting for you to jump, as opposed to just blocking or parrying the fireball and continuing to move forward. You've shown great patience at other times, but some zone and then it cut off. Here's honestly my problem, Big Papa Phil, is that I just can't seem to do things on reaction from mid-screen in Street Fighter 6. Okay? And, wow, did this not work? Uh-oh. My animations might not be working. Hold on. That's not good. Why did that not just play? Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a glitch. It's working now. Okay. So here's what I'm saying, okay? For example, when I'm mid-screen from anyone in Street Fighter 6, and they do a move, anything that's fast, a mid-screen fireball, that's a faster speed, drive rushing a low kick, I just can't seem to block it on reaction, okay? Now, I want you to understand something. It could definitely 100% be me, okay? It could 100% be old man Phil's awful reactions in 2023. I am not someone who has actively been playing fighting games in any competitive capacity for the last decade. The last time I actively tried to play competitive Street Fighter was arguably Street Fighter 4 within its first 2 years, where I actually traveled to a couple of tournaments and played it. Outside of that, it's been all online play, laggy shit regardless. Look at the ones I've been playing, right? I've been playing freaking Street Fighter Classics that always have bad connections and stuff. So, excuse me. I know I'm out of practice, and even having played Street Fighter 6 for 3 months, okay, does not mean that I am in any capacity reacting to anything in a fast way. You have to understand that. It very well could be I am just incredibly slow. But I am having a lot of problems in Street Fighter 6 when I now am at these diamond level rankings, right? And I'm playing these players who have mastered these patterns, and they do this pattern play mid-screen shit, whether it's fireball, drive rush mix-up, or simply just pressing a high priority button. I can't seem to react to it in time. I'm trying. I am really trying. Block high-low on reaction, right in the corner. Trying to do it. Never seems to work, right? I just can't. Hell, drive impact half the time. I can't react to it. I'm trying. I swear to God, I am trying to react to drive impact, and I can't do it. And I think it might just be that I'm getting older. And if I played Street Fighter 6 hardcore, if this is a game that I was playing all the time, every night, practicing, I'd probably be way better. You have to understand that the vast majority of people who are getting to master level in this game are doing that. They are constantly playing this fucking game. It's the game they stream and play, and that's all they're streaming and playing. They're not doing anything else. Me, I'm the exception. I'm the variety guy who's still trying to hang while I'm balancing 400 other games, doing a reality channel and all this other shit, right? A react channel and all this other shit. Very rare to see that. So for me, it's a harder climb, and maybe that's what it is. But yeah, I hear you. In this game, there's nothing that is unbeatable in Street Fighter. You understand? It's just not. There's nothing that's unbeatable right now. Even with Ken being so top tier, when I'm ranting and raving about Ken, I'm not saying, how dare they put in the unbeatable Ken. That's not the case. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, oh my God, how dare they have a character that's so easy to play that people can literally just play a pattern and mash and guess and dominate when you don't have your whole fucking life to dedicate to this game to know exactly what to do in every single situation you fight this guy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that simple. You know, Snake Eyes, he's amazing. You watch his gameplay, and you're like, wow, I want to do that. And then you try to play with Zangief, you're like, why the fuck can't I never get those opportunities. He's reading everything. He's predicting well. He's reading. He's baiting, you know. First of all, just playing the game offline at a tournament, I'm sure, is such a much better experience than trying to play this shit online and do all of that, you know. You notice the pro players all play on PC for a reason. They're not playing on PS5. They ain't playing on Xbox. They're all on PC for a very good reason. That reduced input delay is a huge thing, especially, again, from mid-screen with how fast things are in this game. It's a critical thing, I think. It's necessary.
One of the biggest questions I've had about Street Fighter 6 or any 2D fighter in our coverage relates to its input latency. That is, the time it takes for your controller or stick to make an input and then see an on-screen response. Just how fast, how responsive is the RE engine? Especially bearing in mind fighting games weren't really its original focus. Well, to talk about it, I've actually invited a specialist in testing latency, Nigel Woodall. Welcome.
Hi there. Thanks for getting me along.
Absolutely, it's absolutely great to have you on. Where to start? I guess for Street Fighter 6, the latency results are already out on your Twitter feed. It's great to hear from you directly, though, of course, and to give your thoughts and present them. And if people are interested, they can find you on Twitter at @Noodles. But I guess the first question to ask is, what is the most responsive way to play the game between all consoles and PC, and how would you adjust the game's settings to give the best results?
Sure. So we got a bit of an early head start on this with the demo that came out before. So we've kind of been testing through for a couple of weeks now. But with the full release, we're happy enough to see that it's pretty consistent across the newer formats. So the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series S and the Xbox Series X, and even the PC have pretty similar results. So I've got a kind of testing method that I've applied to this. We've managed to do about 500 tests for each one of these, and they're all coming out at about 58 milliseconds or so. There's a bit of variation, but I think it's probably within the margin of error. It's good to see that the Xbox and the PlayStation 5 are, neck and neck. Surprisingly, the Xbox Series S actually came out a touch ahead, but I think it's probably more just the testing than anything. I'm not going to put my hat on that being the clear winner.
And good for him to be able to do that. I'm happy for him. I don't think I would ever get to that level, quite frankly. I don't think I would. GT, you are completely wrong, and if you say one more incorrect thing, you're out of here, because I'm tired of people coming to my chat, spouting incorrect facts, thinking they know what the fuck they're talking about. Really. I've had enough. I'm not even going to tell you what he says. So stupid. It's enough of the bullshit. People come in here, I know better than you. There's 50,000 master players, and they're not all pro players. And by the way, just so you know, PC input delay is the same as the console. Okay? You're just an idiot. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. There's literally entirely designed and tweaked operating systems to reduce delay on PC that the pro players are using so that they have less input than anyone else playing the game. Because I'm friends with fucking Arturo Sanchez, you idiot. I know all about it. Oh my god. People are just dumb, man. Anyway. Let's continue instead of talking about Street Fighter all day. Okay? I got a dollar tip here. Huh? This person didn't even finish their message, and it was like hater shit anyway, so I'm just not going to entertain it. It's stupid. Someone tipped the dollar, says, is Chrono Trigger a knockoff of Final Fantasy? No. To say that, you'd have to say that every JRPG is a knockoff of Final Fantasy, which wouldn't even be the case. You'd have to say Final Fantasy is a knockoff of Dragon Quest, because Dragon Quest came out first. So the answer is no. Okay. Dr. Oink has tipped me $2. Says Remnant 2 is a great game. I'm not sure why people compare a gritty, dark action adventure game to Dark Souls, when other games before have done the same type of format. For example, Zelda's Majora's Mask. Zelda wasn't greedy, but it still had pretty much the same format, and I think people should stop comparing games and just enjoy the game for what it is. By the way, what's for Din Din? Leftovers. Today we're having leftovers from what my wife had made on Saturday. Yep. So basically all that barbecue stuff we're having again today. There you go. Okay. Shout out to Butters. Butters has been a member for 10 months. Thank you, Butters. He says, I'm getting too old for this shit. That's right. Indeed, I am getting too old for this shit. It's supposed to be me saying it, by the way. Thank you, Butters, for re-upping your membership. Okay. Excuse me. People are still going on. I literally just cited why PC has less input delay than the other versions, and there's still people in the chat arguing that I'm wrong because they're stupid. I had enough. I've done so much research on this. I know the people who have designed the fucking operating system that make the game have less input delay on PC, and all the pro players are using it. But you're going to argue with me because you watched a Digital Foundry video like other hundreds of thousands of people. Okay, you're an idiot. I don't even know why I address it. I should just ignore the nonsense from idiots. Seriously. I just should. Why am I addressing it? Why am I wasting time? People want to believe what they believe and always say that I'm wrong no matter what. Despite whatever knowledge I have or whatever, I'm the idiot, right? I'm the one who knows nothing. I don't know what I'm talking about. You're absolutely right. Everything I've ever said was wrong. You're correct. So here, you live in your bubble of people who think I'm a moron, and I'll continue to be over here in fucking reality where I know what I'm talking about when it comes to fighting games. How about that? Okay, I've had enough. GT, you're gone. You're a moron. I'm just not addressing your nonsense anymore. I literally just twice explained why you're wrong, and you're ignoring what I'm saying, so you're not coming back. Okay. Why do I waste time? I don't know. I don't know. You can't speak reason to someone who doesn't want to listen to reason. You can't. There was no reasoning. I literally just explained to the person twice why they're wrong. They completely ignored what I said twice and kept saying about the Digital Foundry video. So I'm not going to listen to moronic people anymore. I'm just not going to entertain it. I'm not. Okay? There's no point in entertaining nonsense from people who are uneducated but insist that they're right about something. They don't want to have an open mind and listen to other takes. They just want to listen to what they believe, and it's their way or the highway, and those people, you don't have to entertain ever again. You just ignore those people. I know. I used to be one of them, right? I used to be one of them. But what it is no matter what I do, I'm wrong in these people's minds. That's how they are. No matter what Phil says, he's got to be wrong in some way. There's got to be some corroborating evidence to prove. If I said right now, okay, that the light behind me is green, there's a ton of people who will come out and immediately say I'm wrong and find ways to prove that this light behind me is not green despite the fact it blatantly is green. Okay? So, but that's how it is. That's just my life at this point with these people on the internet. Have I ever seen a penguin in real life? Indeed I have, actually. Alright, I have seen I've seen many penguins at zoos and stuff, and they're very cute. I love penguins.
These contributions are mandatory. Tipping me helps me more than anything.